Good afternoon, investors. My name is Louis from the KOSEC Show. Today we're in the beautiful Darling Harbour discussing what investors think about the price of oil, inflation, but also the Russia and Ukraine conflict. First question today is inflation. We've seen in the last few months it has spiked up all over the world and in Australia. Where have you seen it, if you have seen it at all?
Well, it's meant to be bad, so that's the first step I know about it. I'm not too much into the finance world.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it has.
Any products or services you've seen inflation spike higher for?
I'd probably say Netflix.
Technology, I think, is going to be higher, specifically in the chips sector. I think the lasers that are used to create those chips, I think they come from Russia. So I think that's going to skyrocket with chips in the technology world. So I'm actually preparing to buy IT equipment, 4 to 5 months earlier than what I actually anticipated.
Yeah, I think it definitely is evident in property prices or rental yields, all these sorts of things. However, definitely stuff like grocery stores. I found like your basket of goods has gone up probably 10 to 15% in the last 12 months or so, and we're likely to continue to go up.
It's hidden by the numbers that the RBA have given us. They're saying 2 or 3%. You're saying 10 to 15.
Absolutely, yeah, without a doubt, yeah. Especially fresh food. There's been water crises, and now there's a war on fuel.
Inflation, recently we've seen it spike up around the world and in Australia as well. Has it affected you in any way, and where in particular?
More, I guess, in the car sector. I mean, obviously, if petrol prices going through the roof, it's not ideal.
Yeah, and you're catching the train then to work, I imagine, or?
Yeah, I mean, parking in the city is, I'm not going to pay $50 a day, so...
Exactly. That's my second question, the price of oil. We've seen it spike up off the back of Russia and Ukraine. So that was the main reason you sold your car, yeah?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not using the car much now these days, and I can commute to the city through the train, so it's more no point for a car really.
One thing we have seen go up, and you probably noticed it recently, is the price of oil sparked by the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Are you impacted by that at all? Have you noticed it?
Well, I haven't filled up my car for a couple of weeks, and I do not want to.
Oil, it spiked up to $120 a barrel. Has it impacted you in any way?
Yes, it has.
Noticed at the pump? Do you fill up your car often?
Yes. Why is it like $4?
Exactly.
Every time I fill up now, so can't afford that.
For the price of oil, it's currently about $110, $120 a barrel, if you did know that. Where do you think it could go if we're looking at its top price target?
I mean, I'd like it to go down, but I mean, if it's more than $3 a litre, I don't think anyone's going to be driving anywhere soon.
It just seems like it's just going up and up, so I reckon it could maybe hit 150, probably a lot more. You never know. I mean, prices of petrol going through the roof, so might hit $3, they're predicting.
And petrol here, Sydney, over $2 now. How high do you think they both could go?
I see this as being, there's continuity in this problem, so it could get up to $2.30, $2.40.
I wouldn't be surprised to go towards $3, $3.50. And I think something that I was thinking about this morning, driving to work, I think this is a time where we should start thinking about, electric cars. I think if you're going to start, I think we need to start putting the accelerator on electric cars.
You don't need to be a finance expert, just give us a number. What is your prediction for the price of oil? It's at 120. How high is it going to go?
Oh God, 4 times that at least.
4 times that. Well, there you have it, folks.
Welcome back. What a beautiful day. Very jealous. Let's go over to our panel now. One of the big things I felt really, really obvious through there is we were talking about what do you think the price of oil can get to per barrel. A lot of people weren't even aware of how much it cost, but everyone knew what we were going to get our petrol to.
Exactly.
So everyone was just talking about that. I mean, what was the most? I suppose what was it? You were there on the grounds as they were on the coal face. It was hard. That would look like a really hard task out there. That was tough. That was
tough day out in the sunny Darling Harbour. But yeah, the one thing I did notice is the first thing you say, inflation. Where are you seeing the cost of goods rising? The only thing people really thought was they went straight to petrol prices. That's where they're noticing it at the pump. I do think the cost of food in Australia has gone up, but people might not notice it as much because it's really a small ticket item. People fill up their tank once a week and they're paying 10 to 15% more. They do notice that straight away. One girl pointed out Netflix costs $10 more, which is true. And another gentleman...
Wait, how much is Netflix now?
I think it was jumped to 15 to 25.
So it's a 50% increase.
Yeah, quite a significant jump in the price of subscription. But one thing for Netflix, a bit of a sidetrack, their consumers have eaten that up very well, and very few accounts have been impacted. So
Yeah, I mean,
they
it's not crazy. It's
absorbed
not
that price
crazy
change
amounts,
pretty
is
well
it?
for the company. But yeah, just in general, people don't really know what the price of oil is or where it could be going. But gas was oil, price of petrol was the main.